Lots of questions tonight about a security guard who was shot outside the mansion of the rapper, I should say, Drake in Toronto.
Now, many people.
What's up, guys? Omni here. You guys know how it goes. Another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topic, tweets, videos you want me to talk about tomorrow? You guys know the drill. I show you my indie, you leave a like. Somebody got shot in front of Drake's house. Omni said I probably don't have to say anything, but I guess recent Kendrick versus Drake situation. Apparently Drake's house got shot up, one of his businesses got vandalized, and Universal asked Kendrick to stop. Not sure about the last one. Yeah, there's a lot of rumors going around about this rap beef, but one of the things that we can definitely confirm is that yes, Drake's bodyguard got shot right in front of his house, and I believe right now he's currently going through surgery and trying to pull through. As for the vandalism, that is also true as well. This is a picture of one of Drake's stores, OVO, I believe over here in London, and if you look very closely, it says, "They Not Like Us." That is the name of the last Kendrick Lamar diss that we all know and love. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. And there are rumors that people have not been able to confirm nor deny that UMG, the Universal Music Group, is apparently trying to squash the beef between Kendrick and Drake because it might be making them lose out on millions of dollars. Literally take this one for a grain of salt. This is an actual rumor. If you see this, don't believe it to be true unless it gets confirmed. But it read here from an insider, waiting on proof. Kendrick and The Weeknd, as of yesterday, were asked by UMG to end the beef with Drake. Kendrick apparently isn't budging at all, but UMG is pressing hard on the request to squash the beef. UMG also had a Zoom meeting with all of the parties involved, and they want Kendrick either directly or said through PG Lang to post a statement clarifying that Drake isn't a pedophile if Kendrick agrees to end the beef. Drake is losing the beef in UMG's eyes, so from UMG's perspective, the sooner the beef ends, the better. The pedophile accusations directed at Drake are costing UMG, Nike, and other parties a lot of money. Now again, can't confirm if the rumors are true or not. I think academics is saying it's not true, and somebody else in TMZ is saying that they have an inside source that's saying it's not true. TMZ actually being a pretty good source for these things. But whether this is happening or not, I would not be surprised if, yeah, calling your #1 hip-hop artist a pedophile probably isn't good for business. Meanwhile, Metro Boomin was trending yesterday, all day yesterday, as Metro Groomin because people pulled up old tweets of him which were very sus in nature. Conquering Soul said hashtag Metro Boomin is tweeting. Now he has pedo history too. And they're very, very bad. Metro Boomin was trying to go around deleting tweets, but the internet was like, oh, you deleting tweets? We're going to push further, okay? I'm not going to show all the ones because there was a lot. Some of them being when he was an edgy 17-year-old, 16-year-old, I think maybe. But then people found some of them when he was actual an adult tweeting things like, she gonna suck me whether she like it or not. That's what the Molly for. Ooh. Another one. She might be young, but she ready. Ooh. You would think that like Kendrick would have probably done some kind of like, you know, research on his own gang before coming out against Drake. And coming out with some allegations, right? You would have done a little bit of research in your own camp here, specifically Metro Boomin, the guy that's out here producing, making beats for you for your track. But yeah, that wraps it up. People think there's currently a ceasefire that's happening right now because Drake's bodyguard got shot. It's been over 48 hours since the last diss that we got from Drake that was not very well liked because of the subject matter, the flow, and people were basically, you know, fighting, being like, hey, the beef should be squashed, it should end. Some people are like, no, keep on fighting, we want more blood. Some people are throwing out rumors that yes, this still is not the end. We are going to get more back and forths. I'll let you guys know, but this seems to be the never-ending rap beef that yeah, just never stops. It's wild how far it's gone, and I'll keep you guys posted. The Nintendo Switch has finally been announced. Yesterday, on a random reply tweet, we finally got confirmation from officially Nintendo themselves. Not some kind of rumor person from the outside or whatever. No, the legit Twitter accounts. After their earnings and talking about what's to be expected for the fiscal year, Nintendo confirms that Nintendo Switch will be revealed this fiscal year. Their fiscal year just started, so we might still have to wait until sometime around next year, February, March, or April. And here in this tweet it reads, "This is Furukawa, president of Nintendo. We will make an announcement about the successor to Nintendo Switch within the fiscal year. It will have been over 9 years since we announced the existence of Nintendo Switch back in March 2015. God Dang, that's wild. That's almost 10 years since the Switch came out. Oh no, stop it. Stop it, time. Stop that. I feel, oh, that's bad. That's bad. We will be holding a Nintendo Direct this June regarding the Nintendo Switch software lineup for the latter half of 2024, but please be aware that there will be no mention of the Nintendo Switch successor during that presentation. So that means that maybe there is a chance that they will do it and they'll be like, psych. Nah, they're talking to like the people in their finances in the fiscal year, the actual investors. So yeah, it looks like we're not going to hear anything in June. Closer to this fall, when we have that other Nintendo Direct, we will probably officially get Nintendo Switch 2 announcement, which was going to be pretty astronomical. For those of you guys who are wondering, the rumors is that the Nintendo Switch 2 will be backwards compatible, okay? Which means that you can play Nintendo Switch 1 games on the Nintendo Switch 2 or the Super Nintendo Switch, whatever they end up calling it. Apparently they have better grips that might be magnetic. There's just a lot of speculation, rumors about how it looks, but it's obviously going to be better than its 9-year-old predecessor. The entire gaming industry is completely pissed off with Microsoft. As of yesterday, if you guys hadn't heard about this news, Will Phoenix said Microsoft closed down several game studios, including the creators of Hi-Fi Rush. You guys might have heard about that game, but in case you didn't, this game right here is Hi-Fi Rush, developed by Tango Gameworks. It was one of the largest sleeper games in 2023, receiving absolutely no marketing outside of just word of mouth of how amazing this game is. It's a rhythm game where the entire game is based on beats, and you play the game through the beats by pressing buttons as the beats go along throughout the entirety of the game. It was a very refreshing look on rhythm games and fighting games, and a lot of people loved it. It was revolutionary. In fact, Xbox loved it. And a now poorly aged tweet, there was an announcement here that said Microsoft is pleased with Hi-Fi Rush success, plans to reinvest in Tango Gameworks. Guess what? That was a lie. Or what some people are saying, my guy OJ Player Essence saying, not going to say Microsoft lied here, but this definitely seems like they lied about Hi-Fi Rush and Tango as a whole. Some of y'all owe Jeff Grubb an apology. Clearly, Hi-Fi Rush didn't do what Microsoft wanted because they shut the studio down about a year later, all while faking success on social media. The tweets reading out here, one from Aaron Greenberg saying Hi-Fi Rush was a breakout hit for us and our players in all key measurements and expectations. We couldn't be happier with what the team at Tango Gameworks delivered with this surprise release, which is really interesting because which one is true or not? Was it a breakout? Was it meeting expectations and going beyond it? And if so, then why is it getting shut down? It feels like we're hearing either false information about the success or it was successful, but you were shutting it down anyway. The second tweet here says Jeff Grubb on Hi-Fi Rush. Based on what I've heard, it just didn't make the money it needed to make, which is kind of wild because this game again received zero marketing. It's almost as if they didn't want this game to make money. And the last tweet showing a picture here that says Hi-Fi Rush, 3 million players have turned up to rock in Hi-Fi Rush. Thank you from everyone at Tango Gameworks. So a lot of conflicting information. Did this game do well or not? It got nominated many times at the Game Awards for 2023. Some people feeling like it got snubbed actually, and it should have received some of the rewards that it did not. There's more. There's an internal email that talks about in detail the fact that they were closing down these projects. Reading today, I'm sharing changes we are making to our Bethesda and ZeniMax teams. Hey, quick Omni lore, but I almost worked at ZeniMax. I was going to apply to be an accountant with ZeniMax. They're over here at Bethesda Studios around here where I live, and then I heard it got shut down or they did some massive layoffs. All I know is I think I might have dodged a bullet. These changes are grounded in prioritizing high-impact titles and further investing in Bethesda's portfolio of blockbuster games and beloved worlds which you have nurtured over many decades. Blase, blase, blase. Tell us the bad news. Arcane Austin. The studio will close with some members of the team joining other studios to work on projects across Bethesda. Arcane Austin has a history of making impactful and innovative games and its pedigree that everyone should be proud of. Alpha Dog Studios shutting down. This studio will also close. We appreciate the team's creativity and and bringing to Doom to new players. Tango Gameworks, we've already talked about that, guys, but they are closing as well. They said they are thankful for their contributions to Bethesda and players around the world. Hi-Fi Rush will continue to be available to players on the platforms it is today. And the fourth developing company, Roundhouse Games. The team at Roundhouse Games will be joining ZeniMax Online Studios. Roundhouse has played a key role in many of our recent game launches, and bringing them into ZOS to work on the Elder Scrolls Online will mean we can do even more to grow the world that millions of players call home. So in an instant, boom, Thanos snap, 4 developing gaming companies are being evaporated. They're either disappearing altogether or they're being merged into another coexisting project. As you guys can imagine, Twitter and the rest of the internet is extremely upset about this decision. This person saying Hi-Fi Rush won Game Award, a BAFTA, and many more. One of the most critically acclaimed Xbox games in years. Awesome, unique, original game from Japan. And Microsoft said, hey, good job, guys. Now time to get closed down. All in all, this has been a terrible couple of years when it comes to people who work in the gaming industry. As a gamer, you're being fed like good content left and right, okay, nonstop. I feel like as gamers, we're eating, but as game developers, it seems like they're getting the short end of the stick. Imagine working hard to make one of the best games for Xbox for the 2023 year, and your reward is to be laid off and unemployed for all of your successful good work. It's completely backwards out here on these streets, and we as the consumers are getting more and more upset. We've already kind of had our little rampage when it came to Sony when they tried to turn Helldivers 2 into a platform where you had to use the Sony PSN account in order to connect to Steam, and we got them to backtrack that. But yeah, we're getting more angry, and as we get more angry, it seems like we can make some impacts here and there, but not everywhere. Speaking of angry, guys, Hades 2 just released the early access. It's an amazing game, but people are upset with game design. That's right. One of the characters in this game looks like something that some people feel like they should not look. And if you guys joined me on twitch.tv/InfernoOmni on Monday, I'll be live tonight as well on Wednesday. We played some Hades 2. We'll probably play a little bit more tonight. It was an absolute banger. It feels good, it smells good, it tastes good. Everything about it just reeks of I'm going to spend thousands of hours replaying this roguelike over and over again. And it is the #1 spot on Steam's top sellers, taking the place of Apex Legends, Counter-Strike, the Steam Deck itself, and Stellaris. This person here saying, I'm unironically not buying Hades 2. The people who made Hestia just committed a crime against nature. They are so phenomenally crap at their job by existing in the industry. They are taking away the position of someone more talented. This has got to be a troll and a cap. There's no way that you're not about to buy what could potentially be Game of the Year because you don't like the design of one single character in a game that has a lot of really good freaking looking characters. I'll show more on that later, okay? I already reacted to that on stream, but good lord. But this picture here shows the goddess Hestia, according to the Greeks, and it's, you know, just looks like a woman with some clothes on. The goddess Hestia. Or Hestia, I don't know which one it is, according to America. And it's her right here, as you can see. She's a little bigger woman, a little plump. And it looks like she is of fair skin, lighter skin, but her face is completely coaled up and burnt. Some people were like, she's doing blackface. No, she's just always around coal, apparently. So that's kind of like the, what is it called? The sulfur or whatever, kind of get onto her face. Okay, no blackfacing over here in the goddess mythology that I know of, but people do not like this version of here. And then here, the goddess Hestia, according to Japan. And as you can see, another normal big booby waifu, just the common trope. I can't tell that this is a troll or a cap or not. This looks like bait, but a lot of people are falling for it. Some people are saying that Hestia has vitiligo, the reversed Michael Jackson. I feel like this is just like we're looking, right? This game, this is Hades 2. It's about to be like absolutely peak. Bam, I found something to be mad at. Let's rage at the machine with this bad boy. Meanwhile, you got characters like this one right here. Oh my gosh. I think her name is Nemesis. Big, strong, buff, bicep mommy, and she doesn't like you, doesn't even care about you. You've heard of tsundere, now get ready for a girl who actually really just doesn't like you, period, at all, period. And everyone came and saw her. Well, specifically when I saw her, I said, yup, That's the one. That's the big muscle mommy. If you guys don't know, big muscle mommies are making a huge comeback for the past decade or so, okay? If you're not a big muscle mommy, then I don't know why you out here on the streets to begin with, all right? Get in the gym. Start getting bulk. You also got a crazy portrait of Aphrodite right here. I thought this was a skin suit. Homie is just full on naked with just her hair covering up all the private parts, right? People can't come out here and be like, why are you making all of the characters ugly, blah, blah, blah. And then Aphrodite shows up and you're like, oh, okay, there she is. The only thing I think I can mention is that as I played it, there are a lot of women in this game, right? As I was playing it, it was like the main character is a woman, that the lead is a woman. There's women everywhere. And I was just like, I was like, cool. I am okay with this. This works. No complaints on my end. I guess some people are complaining about it, but for me, I can't wait. The gameplay, which is probably the most important part of the game, was extremely fun and addictive, and I can't wait to play more. You guys can let me know how you feel about it if you've seen some of the gameplay as well, but I can't wait to get addicted to this game. Also, in breaking huge gaming news, the Nintendo World Championship is officially returning as of this summer. Nintendo announced it this morning, saying here, test your speedrunning skills on 150 plus challenges from classic games like Super Mario Bros. 3, The Legend of Zelda, and Donkey Kong when Nintendo World Championships NES Edition hits Nintendo Switch on July 18th. I believe the last Nintendo World Championship we might have had would to do with Smash related. We're back with Hungrybox and Reggie. That's the last one that I recall. There may have been one in between before the whole thing with Reggie and Hungrybox and now, but yeah, that's the Nintendo World Championship in a nutshell. Nintendo sometimes hosts IRL events where they basically get people to come up and play their games and hope that yeah, someone in the future doesn't get canceled, so then they therefore have to take down all of the footage. So wait, so are they taking the old winners and competitors and bringing them in for 2024? Is that what's happening? This is so cute.
We're very gifted at games. It just happened to be my day.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a new Nintendo World Champion.
Why do I know that guy? I know this guy. I've seen him somewhere. I don't know where, but I've seen him somewhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a new Nintendo World Champion.
Oh, he was the world champion, but I feel like I've seen him somewhere else.
I can do better. I can come back. I can have some sort of redemption arc.
Nintendo World Championships return.
In my living room? Really?
Oh!
Bring the excitement into your own home with the Nintendo World Championships NES Edition game. Challenges include racing to grab the Super Mushroom, defeating the Octoroks as fast as you can,
oh, this is
reaching
dope.
the gate as quickly as possible, and so many more. Take on over 150 challenges from across 13 different NES games.
Oh, this is dope.
Aim for the best time in speedrun mode. Compete for the top spot in the World Championships weekly.
Okay, my bad. Ignore everything I said before. I thought they was bringing back the championship, like, you know, like in live format or whatever, right? But they're literally just making a speed run version for you guys to play at home on the Switch for Nintendo games. That's goated. It's already set up for you. I've always wanted to try speedrun, but I was kind of intimidated by setting up all the parameters and the time and pressing the button to make sure you time it. I don't know. It just looked a little bit intimidating, and it looks like it's going to be built into your Switch. That's pretty cool.
Global online leaderboards. Or take the competition to the couch with up to 8 players in party mode.
What? Oh, that's dope.
Nintendo World Championships NES Edition launches July 18th on Nintendo eShop.
Wow.
Nintendo World Championships NES Edition Deluxe Set will also be available, containing a gold-colored replica cartridge, 13 art cards, 5 pins, and a physical game card.
Oh my gosh.
Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
That's actually pretty cool. Okay, that's cool. Nintendo, you're cooking. All right, yeah. You's in the kitchen, you cooking, okay? Sony not looking too good. Microsoft not looking too good. And even Nintendo hasn't been looking good with all these takedowns they're doing. But then they reel you in and do something like this, like make the Switch 2 and then give you a new Mario game. And you're like, well, even though I don't like you, take my money because you make amazing games and digital content. Charlie, aka Moist Critical, is suing US immigration. That's right. And this long, huge debacle between him and his esports team that is no longer his esports team. More on that later. Apex Legends trying to get them to come play and compete so that they can win. It has now finally gotten to the point where Charlie has been so pissed off about how US immigration has been handling the situation that he is going to be pressing charges against them. Florida man will be fighting against the United States system. TLDR, okay, because he's made about 2 or 3, 4 videos talking about this subject, is that, yeah, Charlie and the team, Moist Critical and them, Moist Esports, have an Apex team, and they're really freaking good. Really good, in fact, so much that they might be contender of winning the entire circuit. But they have been running into some issues getting a few of their players from Australia coming from there to the United States because they can't get a visa. It appears that they've used every single trick in the book to try to wrap around and get them to come in, getting interviews. They successfully got one person to come over, but then it eventually led to 2 people not being able to get in, and none of the process made sense. The whole point was that they are an esports team and they are contenders for actually winning. That alone should be credentials enough for them to come through. They even had somebody like an ambassador to come through and say, hey, this is legit US immigration policies. This is not just a fake team here. These guys are actually going to win. They're competing. Please let them through. And they still said no for literally no reason, it appears. So this entire process of Charlie just trying to do something that should be very simple has then led to these guys basically not being able to practice with each other, still being rough around the edges. And even though they were basically out of practice for quite some time, I believe as of this weekend, they made it to winner's side of the circuit. It got taken 2nd place. They're still doing astronomically well, so it looks like they can still continue to compete in some capacity, but good old Charlie right here is not happy with how things played out, and he's going to be suing the U.S. immigration. Sir, I want to see what happens. Can he win? Can this Florida man, can this guy, Jesus himself, the young Keanu Reeves, can he beat the U.S. immigration system? We shall find out. I'll let you guys know later. All right, guys, that's all I have for today's video. If you made it to the end, drop a like if you haven't already from Indy earlier, okay? You owe me that one. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. I'll get out of your hair. I'll be streaming again tonight, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern to 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern, going over some of the topics that we might have missed and some videos we need to react to and playing some games. And then, yeah, I'm working on a few projects for you guys on the side in the background. Just running out of time, but hopefully I can get it done to make some more LayItOmnis and videos for you guys. I'm really excited to kind of evolve the game and have some crazy new announcements that I need to let you guys know soon for the month. A lot cooking in the background. Your boy is chefing, all right? So I love you guys. Y'all take it easy. I'll catch you later, whether I'm on the 2nd channel, whether I'm on the stream, or whether I come back here, okay? I love y'all. Y'all stay safe on these streets because these streets are not safe, all right? All right, homies, y'all take it easy. Peace.